Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. This reading is going to be for the sign of Cancer. Hello, Cancer. How are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. So you have two messages off top from Spirit, and I'm going to read to you. And then we're going to go into the tarot portion of your reading, okay? The first two messages, the first one is precision. Okay, careful, calculated action leads to the best results. Aim with clarity and intention. Take focused action today. Align each step with your ultimate goal. Okay, so some of you are making plans for your future, making plans for your life here. And they want you to be calculating, right? They want you to kind of really think about taking step by step to be precise with how you're thinking and then the actions you're taking, right? You also have forgiveness, Cancer. It says resentment. Resentment holds you back. Releasing resentment frees you. Forgiveness is for you, not for them. Okay? Let go of past hurts. Choose peace over pain by forgiving yourself and others. Okay? I believe that's a very important one that they really want you to hear, Cancer. Is the forgiveness one. Sometimes when we forgive people that hurt us or disappointed us, whether it's our parents, whether it's some people from the past relationships, we focus and we carry that with us and we let that build walls around us. And we don't understand that we give it more power. When we hold it and we're like, I ain't forgiving them that what they did to me. But when you do that, you actually are giving them power still over you because that holds you back. And so when it says that forgiving them is not you letting them off the hook, it's not for them, it's for you. You're letting that go so you can be free and freeing up space in your life and in your heart and in your mind to embrace new experiences where they're not holding you back. Because once we get hurt, we start building walls. Okay? And we go back to everything that hurt us every time a new experience comes. We compare it to that, which gives it power. And when you release it, it no longer has power over you. You don't no longer need to compare it to that. You remember, you're going to always remember. But you don't give it power, okay? Just keep that in mind. Some of you, and I'm just going to go with what the cards say. So you got the drama queen card, right? Some of you could be having a lot of drama in your life right now, either from external people, people. It could just be, or it could just be a lot of drama happening in your life, or you yourself is showing up in your life as a drama queen. You can go either way, right? You could be dealing with a lot of drama, right? Okay. I say it because in the past you have the deceit card. It says here, we're in the tarot part of reading now. Okay. It says, be cautious with plans, communication, or partnerships. All parties being forthright, okay? So are you being honest? Are you showing up honest, being honest with people? Or are you just trying to get your way? It's a question you really need to ask yourself, okay? Or is the people you're dealing with, are they being honest with you? Or are they manipulating you? I don't know if that to be true with a lot of cancers for the simple fact, cancers are very, very intuitive. Y'all are almost psychic like, right? You can really in tune to a situation and know what's going on just by the vibration of situations. So it's not impossible, but I find it kind of hard for people to manipulate you. So I would think it's more so you manipulating a situation to get your way. For some of you. Okay. Now, a lot of you could be feeling like there's a lot of responsibilities on you. It's a lot of things you might be, again, like I said, it could just be drama in that sense that you feel like it's a lot going on in your life and a lot of stuff that you feel you have to be responsible for. Because you have the responsibility card here and it says, Though you may be overwhelmed by heavy burden or responsibilities, relief is near. Okay, so a lot of you could be, and you also have the departure card. So some of you could be thinking about relocating, moving, or just moving out of this drama period in your life, or a stressful period in your life, or feeling like it's so much you got to figure out. And maybe a lot of you feeling like you got to figure out a lot of stuff on your own. It's been a lot of weight or responsibility on you for a lot of you cancers. I can definitely see that. Some of you, it has to do with financial. Maybe you feel like you're not being seen or validated, maybe in a certain relationship or circumstance, or you just maybe feel like you don't have enough money. Not that you're poor, but it's like you don't feel like you're having enough money to sustain everything or the lifestyle or what you want, right? It's a sense of lack, or some of you are phys- uh, physically. I'm hearing physically, emotionally, and financially out of balance. Okay, so in one of those cases, some of you are out of balance here because it's called for you to be in balance, but you have imbalance here. Okay, so some of your financial endeavors are out of balance, or your financial flow is out of balance, or your emotional flow is out of balance, and some of you it could be all of the above. Okay, it says financial pressure or time constraints are creating stress, and you do have stress. A lot of you are trying to figure out what are you going to do because you feel like it's a lot on you, and you might not feel like you have a lot of resources or a lot of help or a lot of money. Creating stress, simplify what you can. So some of you are going to have to release something. You're going to have to let something go. You're going to have to drop something. You can't keep juggling all of this. Okay, and you're trying to hold on to something, maybe out of a certain way, a lifestyle you want to live, or a certain way you want to be or have. But if you can't do it right now, you're going to have to. If you feel like you got a lot of pressure and a lot of stuff on you, what can you release? Just cancel. Because it's causing you a lot of heartbreak. And I don't care if that's financial, job, a lot of responsibilities you putting on yourself that's causing you some kind of heartbreak. But it's something that you also have control over to leave behind. And some of you are not listening to your intuition, which is your biggest strength and your greatest gift, and you're not listening to it. And a lot of you do have somebody in your life or somebody you can depend on, but you're kind of maybe being stubborn and not asking them for help, or not asking them for it. When the inner guidance feels blocked, it's easy to lose touch with your spiritual center. Okay? Things may seem unclear. They're unclear because you're not listening to yourself, your soul self, not your outer self, not your ego self telling you should have this, you should have that. No, yourself telling you, you know what, this is getting too hard. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should let that go. Maybe you should try that. Okay, you could have a lot of things up in the air that you're trying to figure out, which is causing you a lot of anxiety for some of you. It says fear, shame, regret may be spiraling, but not everything you imagined is real. So these are just illusions. We could be thinking the worst. Some of you could be thinking the worst, or thinking about the worst outcome to a situation, any situation you find yourself in. It could be relationship, it could be job, it could be finances, it could be anything. And it starts to make you feel like you're out of control, or it starts to come heavy on you where you're feeling like things are out of balance, or you have a lot of responsibility and a lot of things you got to figure out. But once you start to get clear and listen to your center and get back balance, those things can start to get up off you, right? You'll start to breathe again, because spirit is calling you. There's an invitation here for something stable and new for you. For some of you, there is a new project or something that you're crafting, or something you can do, um, like a new project. I just heard it says take time to refine your craft through discipline and persistent effort. So if it's something new that you've kind of been thinking about doing that can bring you in more money or make you feel more stable, hone in on your craft and move towards that to give you some more stability. Don't just dream about it and just don't dib dab with it. Really learn what you need to learn and really start actively pursuing it, and bringing it in, because you have the power to do that. It says take a leap of faith into that. Let go of old patterns here. Don't hold on to old illusions and old ideas that keep you stuck here, Cancer. It says This is in your hopes and fears, feeling like you're not going to get any relief from all this responsibility or burdens you've been experiencing. Clinging to control, possessions, or routines may be rooted in insecurity. You need to release some of those old patterns and not think that you're going to lose anything. Those things that you might have to give up or things you might have to drop or a different way of doing things or releasing something opens the door for you to get your footing back, Cancer. It doesn't make you less than. Okay? Or if you have to give up something, don't feel shameful on it because you're going to get more out of it in the long run. But if you hold on to this or whatever these things are for some of you, I don't care if it's a relationship, I don't care if it's an old identity, a pattern, a possessions, routines, you're going to stay in this energy. Okay? Because Spirit's trying to move you with the Eight of Wands. But it's your choice. We have free will. Okay, emotional dissatisfaction may be clouding your ability to receive new blessings. I'm gonna read that again because I got tongue tied, but you need to hear it. Emotional dissatisfaction may be clouding your ability to receive new blessings. Some of you are bored, overwhelmed, overworked, burdened, just strapping yourself with financial responsibility, just worried about money so you can get material things, to be looked at a certain way, or thinking those things are going to make you happy. But those are the things that are really trapping you to the responsibility you're feeling. Pride, or feeling like you're, not wanting to ask people for things or for help. Not really to forgive yourself and release yourself from the past or past hurts or past traumas. Those are things that keep you stagnant, and those are things that keep you in bondage. So you need to find a way to release yourself from those things so you can bring in everything and the freedom and the liberation that you want. You can liberate yourself. You don't need outside external factors to release you. You release yourself by making different choices and releasing certain patterns and certain ideologies and changing your perspective here, Cancer. And you'll see things in your life unfold and change. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you for joining me. I hope this helped. Hope to see you back here soon. I love you and bye for now.